Hello everyone, Had here. Well, this is surprising. I didn't think that we will be doing this, but apparently there is a new panel from The Witcher Season 2 at Lucca Comics Games. And yeah, I am a big Witcher fan. I am from Poland, I read the books in Polish, and I have mixed feelings about the Netflix show, but overall I think I liked it. Yeah, and there is this new panel with the showrunner and a couple of people that are behind the Netflix production. It is in Italian, unfortunately. I don't speak a word in Italian, but she is answering in English. So yeah, I thought that let's discuss this. Let's watch this and let's discuss this. We'll see what she will say. Maybe there are rumors that there will be a new trailer for the show. So
finally, the monsters.
Okay, I will shut up now. Let's see.
Buonasera, come va? Imagining this world, particularly for season 2, we sort of stand on the shoulders of season 1, and it actually put us in a fantastic position to be able to grow and build the world and expand it and give it depth. We really did start the early concept work for what we knew would be significant pieces of season 2 at the end of season 1. And it's frightening to think that I actually started the prep work for season 2 in July of 2019, with about a week's break when we finished season 1. So we moved to London and began work, and it was very much a close relationship. We worked very closely with the writer's room, even from the early stages of understanding what the seeds of the story will be, and how it will grow and how it will change with our actors and how we want to tell that story. So there's an incredible intricacy to this season. Having grown with the characters and with the writers, we were able to add incredible layers to a world that I think you're going to see reflected in this season. There's so much detail and so much expanse, both inward and outward. It really is an evolution for this season.
Okay, nothing really concrete, I don't think. Yeah, and they will now translate it to Italian. Yeah, as I said, I am from Poland. I read the books in Polish. I am a super fan of The Witcher. Witcher 3 is my favorite game, man. And yeah, I like the show overall. But I think it could be better. And well, let's see if they will show me. If they will show maybe some trailer or something. And there are some rumors that there will be a main trailer dropped today. So it will be interesting to seeing that. Yeah, they are talking in Italian. They are translating. It is an Italian, I think, event. So I don't speak a word of Italian. But when they will answer in English, then we will just listen to them. Yeah, maybe there will be some interesting facts about the show or something. That would be cool.
Sia come dettagli, sia come ampiezza di prospettiva.
Yeah, and at this panel...
Monsters.
Yeah, monsters. At this panel there is, of course, the showrunner, Lauren Schmidt Hissrich.
So let's not forget the monsters. I have to say that this season was very much a next level for the monsters, and in all truth, there's very little that I want to tell you because I want you to see it. We had an incredible journey this time around, growing that world and understanding. The writers gave us an incredible gift with this season in terms of what's happening with the monsters, and it unleashed an incredible set of possibilities for what we could do, and I think that as a fan base, I think everybody will be very satisfied this time around. They're bigger, stronger, faster, angrier, more dangerous, more ugly.
That's interesting.
A lot more ugly. It is different.
That's interesting because in the Blood of Elves books, there aren't that many monsters. They added some. I think Leshen.
So che avete già capito tutto.
Yeah, and now she will translate to Italian. Yeah, I think they added Leshen, they added maybe some other monsters. That's you know, okay. We'll see how it will like work. I mean, I'm not opposed to that, but you know, this is their creation right now, so they'll have to kind of, you know, wave them into the story, I think, and we'll see how they do that. Yeah. Also, at this panel there is Lauren Schmidt Hissrich, of course, the showrunner of the show, costume designer Lucinda Wright, production designer Andrew Lowe's, and I think this is this guy. And there will be Joey Batey, who played Jaskier, and Kim Bodnia, who will be playing Vesemir. So, overall, I think interesting panel.
Lucinda, volevo chiederti.
Yeah, I don't freaking understand, unfortunately, questions, because they're in Italian also. So that's a shame. But, you know, we will gather what we need to from the answers, I'm sure. Yeah. I think this is Lucinda Wright, the costume designer.
Hello. It was a brilliant challenge to do. I obviously watched season 1, and as a designer, I wanted to take the good bits and go further with the characters. And I sat down with Henry. He told me about the armor, and we, between us, decided to change it to make it more of a streamline, more practical, more of a killer look, but still keep like the elements of the studded silver. And we made a leg brace for his elixirs, and we did lots of things like that. And I loved to reinvent the Nilfgaard, and which was good. And the scripts gave me all the information I needed to take all the characters further, because they go to a different level. There's lots of layers in them. So by using colour and different silhouettes, it was a fantastic challenge to do. It was hard, but I've loved it, absolutely loved it.
Yeah, there will be a new Nilfgaardian Armor, and this is a new Geralt armor. To be honest, I like the season... Yeah, and now there will be in Italian. To be honest, I like the season 1 armor better. This kind of reminds me of Batman or something. But okay, well, I'm not hating it. I hated the season 1 Nilfgaardian armor, and I'm, you know, it's great that they acknowledge that it was shit, and that they, you know, will change it. She was not responsible for it. She is on this production from season 2. I think Team Aslam was the guy who designed the costumes in season 1. So he was responsible for the Nilfgaardian armor, and that was bad, man. That was freaking bad. So I'm glad that they will change it, that she acknowledged it. Yeah, we knew that for some time now, because we had some leaks. But okay, it's nice to have a confirmation of that.
Amici della regia, vi posso chiedere una cortesia? Potete tornare all'immagine precedente? Non dovevo commentarla e non l'ho commentata. Se si può. Sì, un minuto, noi abbiamo tutta... Voi che dovete fare alle 3:30? Sì. Va che bel ragazzo.
Just an Italian one word, but okay.
Allora, questa è una domanda per tutti e tre. Dopo il successo della prima stagione, lavorare alla seconda stagione è stato in qualche modo, non voglio dire più difficile, ma è stato una sfida diversa, e soprattutto si è sentita la responsabilità del successo della prima stagione.
Okay, I think it is a question for Lauren, so those will be most interesting because she is in charge of all of this. So let's hear her. Okay.
Yes and no. I mean, I think that there is a responsibility, but what there really was a lot more fun and enthusiasm. There is nothing like creating something that you know people are already enjoying. We were all very hard on ourselves in first season, making sure that we're telling the right stories at the right time, and we were proud, but we didn't know if anyone was going to watch it at all. And it turns out some people did, and we got to do a season 2. And so, sure, is there a responsibility? Absolutely, because we owe it to the fans that we get to do a season 2 and season 3 and hopefully season 4 and 5. I could keep going. But what's great about it is how exciting it is. It makes our jobs that much easier to know that we are doing something that people are not just loving, but also new people are finding the Witcher world, people who had never read the books or seen the games, who now are loving it just as much as people who grew up with the material. And that's been a really fun part of the journey.
I grew up with the material, definitely. Okay, I don't know what exactly the question was.
Non ha già capito.
And the translation, of course. Yeah, I don't know what exactly the question was, but something about responsibility, I suppose, when it comes to the source material. Yeah, I hope they will be more truthful to it. Like, I don't have anything against creative freedom per se, but I'm hoping that now they will kind of streamline the whole story. And yeah, there were some changes that weren't that great in the season 1, and I'm hoping that they realize it, that they know about it. Like the whole series in the Brooklyn Forest, like it was bad compared to the books. It was bad compared to the books.
Yes, I felt a huge responsibility.
So now they have, this book that kicks off the saga.
So yes, I tried to care as much as I could for all the characters and give them everything they wanted. So yeah, it was a huge challenge, but hopefully it's going to be good.
Can I just add in? So Lucinda came on board. And our very first conversation, we sat and talked about what worked and what didn't. And I had written episode 1 by that point, or Declan had written episode 1, and it says on page 2 or 3, piles of Nilfgaardian armor burn to the ground.
Great.
And we talked about how important that was.
It was very, very important, that bit.
Okay. I'm great that they acknowledge it.
Burn it to the ground.
Sorry, scusate.
Okay, it's a little bit weird that the audience doesn't speak English and these guys don't speak English. And she cracks a joke and nobody laughs because nobody can understand her. That's a little bit weird when it comes to translation issues. But okay, not commenting too much on that. Again, great that they can admit their own failures. Nilfgaardian Armor was definitely one of the failures. Like holy shit, it looked bad. So yeah, they will be burning it in season 2. That's great. That's definitely great. After this panel, I don't know how long it will last. After this panel, I will comment on my exact feelings about season 1 and what I'm hoping to see in season 2. I don't want to take too much time, but I think I have a nice way of summarizing my feelings about it. So we'll see how it will go. Yeah. Okay.
Lauren forgot to mention season 6, season 7, season 8, and season 9, so that we have one more.
Yeah, they want to make more seasons, but Netflix has to greenlit them.
I would say that more than a challenge, more than a responsibility, season 1 gave us an opportunity. It was a real gift. The fan base's reaction to season 1 really elevated our ability to be able to give you what is now season 2. It was extraordinary to be able to take that world and to build on it and make it better, stronger, faster, more intricate, more layers. I think this time around our responsibility to the fan base was to give them things to look into, to watch things again and see more layers and have that a real density to the storytelling. And that's both in the writing, in the acting, in the performances, but also in the look and the feel and the textures of the world that you're about to dive into. So it was an incredible opportunity and an incredible responsibility at the same time, and I think we're all quite proud.
Okay. Nice to see. Not too many like concrete things, but okay.
Allora, intanto, appunto,
And a translation, right.
Ci saranno anche la stagione 6, la 7, la 8 e la 9, quindi almeno
yeah, I'm hoping that they will rectify the mistakes that they made, that they will build on the things that did work, because there were some, definitely were some. Like, I overall liked the show, but it could have been much better. And there is some, like, a little bit of wasted potential there. And it stems from the fact that there was a clash between the showrunner's vision, I think, and how many episodes they were greenlit on, because yeah, I think basically all the flows of the show steep from that point, that there was too much stuff and too little time, and I will try to prove it once the panel will end. I will talk about this some more once we'll have some more time. I don't want to like cut in and out, but yeah, when they are speaking Italian, then I will comment on stuff.
Lauren, scusa,
Another question.
Ma quindi la terza stagione? La terza stagione?
Could we put the second season out first?
Oh, so they are...
Magari vediamo la seconda prima.
What I will say about the third season, the writers are back in Los Angeles diligently working while I am here getting to do this, so I'm grateful for them. What did you say to me about third season the other day? We keep using the word bigger. I'm a little scared of third season at this point. Our friends at Netflix, it's like, please make this, please make it. It's a really fun season. And it follows a particular book very closely, has a lot of action, some death,
and monsters.
Ha detto che mentre loro sono qui a godere di Lucca Comics con noi, in effetti c'è uno staff di scrittori, uno staff di sceneggiatori che è a Los Angeles e sta scrivendo la terza stagione. E lei è molto grata a loro per questo lavoro. Cosa ci può anticipare? Ha detto che sarà più grande, è un termine che ricorre oggi, ma è vero, sarà ancora...
Yeah, the next book, because in season 2 they adapt the Blood of Elves, and I'm guessing, they will go one season, one book, more or less. So the next season, season 3 will be, I believe, Time of Contempt. Yeah, okay, many devs, great. I'm hoping that they will be canonical, because there are some rumors that they will kill off some characters that weren't killed off in the original, and game fans will be pissed off about it. Like, there is a rumor that in season 2 Eskil will die, and this is an only rumor, so maybe it won't happen, but that will be like... that will be not great for the game fans, if you played Witcher 1 and Witcher 3, the games. Okay, now let's see how they will deal with those things. I don't want them to turn into Game of Thrones. The Witcher isn't that. The Witcher isn't...
I can tell you a lot about Nightmare of the Wolf. That I can talk about.
Okay. let's talk about Nightmare of the Wolf,
We
the
actually started
anime.
writing Nightmare of the Wolf at the same time that we were writing season 1. They were being done simultaneously, which meant that we had to know what we wanted to do in season 2 if this movie was going to slot between the 2 seasons. I knew that as soon as Geralt and Ciri found each other in Brokilon, that I wanted them to go to Kaer Morhen at the very top of season 2 for Geralt to take Ciri to his childhood home. And so when Bo DeMeo, who wrote the anime, when we sat down and started brainstorming ideas, we came up
But
with
they
the Siege
didn't
of Kaer
find each
Morhen.
other in
Why not
the Brokilon?
give our live action audience the ability to understand the backstory of what Geralt is taking Ciri into? And of course, this brings about the introduction of one of The Witcher's best characters, which is Vesemir.
Okay.
We meet Vesemir in season 2. You'll meet him in a minute, I hear.
Yeah, Kim Bodnia
But
will be here.
we got to go back into Vesemir's childhood and sort of see how he became a Witcher. And this really helped us inform the stories that we wanted to tell, because The Witcher is a story of family. It's of generations. It's about the parts of yourself that you pass on and the parts that you want to let go of so that you can improve the next generation. And it was really important for us to understand that.
Right, she said that
Posso dire...
Ciri and Geralt met in Brokilon Forest. I don't think they did in season 1, like they did in the books, but they cut it, so cut it out. Like the end thingy in the forest, I don't think it was Brokilon Forest per se.
Vado con la risposta, sorry.
It was a weird
So, very
comment.
quickly. Scusate, in italiano, è vero. Grazie.
Okay.
Beh, ha detto che hanno cominciato a lavorare a Nightmare of the Wolf mentre stavano lavorando alla
Yeah,
prima
and
stagione,
she
il
just
che vuol dire
translates
che
it.
dovevano sapere dove avrebbero potuto andare a parare poi nella
Yeah, Nightmare of the Wolf was a good show. Like I liked it.
così hanno fatto.
I don't think overall I
Hanno
liked
voluto
it more than
raccontare
season 1
l'assedio
even.
di Kaer Morhen, hanno voluto
Like-
raccontare di quel momento in cui Geralt avrebbe portato
In terms of
Ciri alla
timeline,
sua casa, dove
timeline,
era cresciuta.
this world is
Hanno
already
voluto parlare di
fucked.
questo per
I'm
parlare
sorry
di
to
uno dei
say.
personaggi migliori di The Witcher, che è Jaskier,
In
che
terms
poi
of like
incontreremo. E per parlare dell'infanzia di Geralt e di quello che l'ha fatto diventare
making sense of it all,
perché alla fine
it's
in Nuce,
like
come
really
spiegano
hard
Nuce, è una storia di
to
famiglia,
do it.
una storia generazionale che parla di come siamo noi.
But okay, you know, when you kind of
nostra famiglia e a come vorremmo
turn off your
portarci
brain that tells you that there are lore inconsistencies, then it was a really fun thing to watch.
Allora, ne ha già parlato
So, okay.
Lauren, quindi io
I'm hoping for more
invito gli
anime
altri due
films,
nostri ospiti
animated films.
di oggi, che sono
Uh,
Kim Bodnia, che interpreta Vesemir, e
okay,
Joey Batey,
so there will be Kim Bodnia here,
che interpreta Jaskier.
and Joey Batey, who plays Jaskier. Oh, they will have some seats. I was wondering where they will sit. Alright.
Hello guys. Ok, ci siamo tutti. Adesso siamo pronti perché c'è una sorpresa. Siccome siamo Lucca Comics Games non possiamo farci mancare sorprese. E c'è in anteprima mondiale il trailer di The Witcher 2.
Oh, trailer Wiedźmina Season 2. The Witcher Season 2. I'm sorry. I was so excited that I was telling it in Polish. Okay, I don't think we'll see it. For fuck's sake. Like, I'm not sure what's written here, but yeah, let's translate it, because I'm thinking that it's something along the lines of you can't see this trailer because it's an exclusive for the audience or something. Yeah. Yeah, watch the trailer on the official channels. Okay, I will freaking look for the official channels then, because maybe it just dropped or something. That would be nice. Let's see. Netflix. Netflix The Witcher. Man, that's weird. Yeah, they will. I don't know why they hide it. It's gonna be on the internet anyway. So also I found the better source to watch it on Twitch and not on Facebook, because the quality of this is fucking abysmal. So let's change our viewing source to this. Also, maybe read some comments. Yeah, there are some comments in languages that I don't understand. Italian, I think, but yeah, why did they hide it? It's gonna be on internet today anyway. I 100% agree. that was weird. I think they did something similar in 2 years ago when they were talking about the season 1 when that was premiering. I'm guessing that we will have season 2 trailer today, main trailer. Okay. The reaction from fans are the reaction from the fans.
E in anteprima anche il key art ufficiale della seconda stagione.
That's nice to hear.
Vi è piaciuto, mi pare? Fatevi sentire, vi è piaciuto? Io ringrazio Andrew, ringrazio Lucinda per essere stati qui con noi, grazie infinite e grazie per il mondo che ci avete regalato.
I'm hoping that it will be good, man. I do hope that it will be good. That there won't be as many controversies as there were. Yeah, Lucinda Wright and
adesso c'è uno switch di poltrone, eccoci.
Ecco. What was his name?
Momento trasloco.
And Arju Lowe's
dopo ve lo passo.
are no longer here, but we have Joey Batey and
Allora,
Kim Bodnia.
Kim, cominciamo da te. Come ti sei preparato?
Okay. Question for Kim.
In questa seconda stagione.
Let's see.
Hey, Witcher family.
Hello.
Wow.
Nice to see you. You are fitting when it comes to Vesemir role, definitely.
When the first game came out, my sons wanted it. And it was special. It was very good made. And it was difficult to come out of the world when you first start gaming. So when Lauren called me in, and I told my family that I have to be Vesimir, the faces was like... So I knew I had to prepare and work a lot. So Lauren told me that this season is for The Witcher, and the traveling for Vesemir he's going down. Really going down. So I really wanted to go into the game and study all his skills and what's actually the background of Vesemir and what's inside him. And it was very exciting, and I love the fact that it's all about the nature. So I was enjoying the traveling and finding out all the backgrounds and the skills that is connected to Vesemir. Of course, it also had to do a lot of training of the fencing. And, you know...
Okay, that's interesting.
You know Henry, you know?
Yeah, we know Henry Cavill. Man.
and I saw some interview with him in the beginning where he said, I'm a gamer, I'm the Witcher gamer. I don't want to disappoint my fans of Witcher. Man, what a beginning. So I don't want to, I find out that Vesemir is kind of a father for him because Vesemir created Geralt. And of course I don't want to disappoint you guys, but to disappoint my own son. Oh man.
Okay.
So I spend a lot of time trying to work with Henry about talking about senses and feelings.
Right. Okay. That's
Because
nice.
Lauren told me this season is about our family. It's about you and us. And we are going down, so this is a dark time. We have to find the lights. We have to find the hope. We have to find something that we can survive in these times. So Henry and me had a lot of lovely talks about all this to get a very strong chemistry into the cameras that, cameras actually only observe that energy. So it was kind of a lovely friendship traveling I had with Gerald Henry. And I tell you, this guy is so lovely. I mean, wow. So that was a lovely preparing. I mean, the script of Vesemir and the character there is so well made. I tell you, Lauren is incredible. So all the job was almost done. It was very eatable to go into that character. So, all this together with a lockdown period in 8 months, together with the family of The Witcher on set, created very sensitive, very feelings and strong family feelings. Actually, the same I'm feeling when I come here. I mean, it seems like I'm invited into a huge family. There's all over the world. And to be a father of that and to find a hope in all this and give the power into the story, I did some preparing for that too. I lived in the forest for 20 years. And I
don't know if
love
he's joking or
traveling
not.
in the Arctic circles, where you're only living with the nature and you have to survive there with nature.
Okay.
So thank God I did that. But through all this work with trying to give Geralt feelings, I mean, he wanted to show feelings. And it was so tough sometimes, because we wanted to be strong all the time. We want to fight. We want to believe that we are badasses, So sometimes I had to cry a whole day in front of him just to make him feel a tear, No. No. So my preparing was actually a background from the gaming, and of course I also had the, oh man, you have to translate all this? Fucking hell. I'm so sorry. I think I stop here.
Ragazzi, a Lucca
Okay, so
Comics
she will
Games
not
siamo
translate.
abituati a questo ed altro, lo sapete.
It's because in the old theater, I'm an old actor from stage, It's like a monologue for me, this.
All right. Oh, that's funny. That's nice.
Del resto ha ragione.
Okay, so she will now translate all of this. One thing that I find surprising, like he is a Danish actor, I think, Kim Bodnia, and yeah, I thought that his English was better, kind of, but okay, I understood what he meant from all of this. But still, that's a little bit surprising, because when you watch the trailer, then he had like one line or two lines, and they were in perfect English, I thought. And now you kind of like hear his accent, like he repeats the words and stuff. But okay, no, that's natural for people who are not that fluent. So he looks like Vesemir, and he is a great actor, and I think he is like he fits great in the role of Vesemir. So that's nice. And also, he acknowledges the games. And that's something that wasn't there when it came to season 1. Like, when these press tours were happening. Like, when these press tours were happening in when it came to season 1, 2 years ago, they were really kind of, they didn't want to acknowledge the games. But Kim Bodnia says that his preparation was the games. And that's nice because the Vesemir's character is fleshed out in the CD Projekt Red's games. He is prevalent in the Witcher books too, but there isn't that much of him, I don't think. I read the Witcher books a couple of years ago, so you have to forgive me, but I don't think there was that much of him. And you know, in The Witcher 1 and in The Witcher 3, you have a lot of Vesemir. So it's nice that he looks at all the mediums that this character was presented in already and took inspiration from it. Great, I can't wait to see his performance in season 2. I mean, he looks great. He looks the part. He looks like the game character, the game character model is came to life. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, definitely.
Che è al centro della storia di Geralt, che alla fine in questa seconda stagione si configura di più come una ricerca della propria famiglia, una ricerca di alleanze, di unioni per fare fronte.
And she's still freaking translating all of that. That's funny, man. That's funny. But you know that it's real. It's not really staged. So okay. I'm happy with that. Also, I would like to see the freaking trailer. Let's see if they dropped it. Because...
And that's all we have time for, so thank you so much.
Peccato che il tempo sia finito.
Joey, volevo chiederti, abbiamo visto Jaskier nel trailer poco fa.
Okay, question for Joey Batey. I'm interested in this,
I don't know if destinies are... Hi, by the way.
Hi. And also,
Buonasera.
He speaks Italian, it turns out.
I'm going to say much less than Kim, so don't worry.
Parlerò un po' meno di Kim.
I think Jaskier is one of the few characters who's not defined by destiny, actually. Everyone else has been thrown together by forces beyond their comprehension in some cases. Jaskier is one of the few people who has agency and has his own plan to work out. I know a lot of season 2 is about him trying to find his own feet, be a person that is not defined by a friendship or defined by a family. I think sometimes you need sons to be prodigal in order to come back and in order to find themselves. So he's on his gap year, I think. And he's experimenting with his own morality and trying to work out if he is a good person. And I think that comes through not only in the beautiful words that you wrote, Lauren, but also in a lot of the work that we did on the music as well. So, yeah, destiny can't tie him down, I don't think.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the next... Maybe not the sequel to your Witcher. I mean, that was a mainstream hit, wasn't it? But... new Joey Batey work in terms of musical performances will be something to watch out for, definitely. I'm a fan of episode 6 from season 1, Her Sweet Kiss. This song was, in my opinion, better than Telseccoin to your Witcher. So, yeah, I'm definitely excited about Jaskier's character. And also, this guy is the perfect guy to play him. I mean, if anything worked out in season 1, it was the Jaskier's character. Like his casting was genius, I think. If you didn't know, he has a band that plays kind of like it's a folk band, The Amazing Devil, that's how it's called, and they have beautiful music, like a beautiful music. And if you didn't hear it, then definitely go and YouTube it. It's like Jaskier is singing, basically. so Elsa's song is like the best for me. Okay, Lauren will answer a question, so let's hear her.
First, I just want to say, because I don't want to ignore the fact that you guys just saw the premiere of the new trailer that the rest of the world hasn't seen yet.
Yes. We would like to freaking see it, man.
Era un'anteprima mondiale quel trailer.
Let me see if it dropped already
there
on
is
social
nothing
media.
better than premiering a trailer in front of a live audience.
Nope.
I know the show inside and out, and this still makes me teary to see how it comes together, and just knowing the family that it takes to put something like this together. I started writing season 2. I'm like, which season is this? Started writing season 2 in April of 2019. So this is over 2.5 years right here. So I'm so glad you guys liked it.
Okay, the response to the trailer was very positive, so I'm hoping it's good. And I think it's like 3 minutes.
I still see you.
3 minutes long.
The most difficult thing this season
Okay.
was not getting to make film the way that we like to make film.
COVID restrictions, right?
You know, we're using the word family a lot, and it's not an overstatement. We are people who, in general, would hug every single morning, hug every single night. We would go out on weekends and hang out. We had made a season of television in Budapest already. We had moved everyone over to London, and part of dedicating your life to something like this is making sure that you love the people that you work with, and you're all excited to do it every single day. And, you know, and I'm not just saying this because my children are in the audience, but you have to be so passionate about it that you can move 7,000 miles away and FaceTime with your kids. You got to be happy doing what you're doing. So to try to be happy with 6 feet between you, and, you know, I didn't see Kim, I mean, you didn't see my face for months. You know, because we were obviously all masked and gowned and safety goggles, because were you going to spit in my eye? I'm not sure why I was wearing safety goggles, but it changed what filmmaking looked like for us, and that was hard for a lot of us. It didn't allow us to have the same sense of family.
That's understandable.
That being said, we had to find a way to push through, and this is why we did it. You know, there were many, many days that were really hard. But to be able to show you guys what we've done, that's why we kept pushing through.
Yeah, one thing that I'm hoping is, you know, now that they are experienced in this kind of filmmaking, and also that COVID is not as prevalent as it was 1 year ago, that we won't have to wait like 2 years for next season when the second one drops. I would hope that, you know, the production process will be quicker, because 2 years is a long fucking time, my man. It's a long time. So yeah, I would hope that you know, now that the situation is kind of better, it's still not 100% safe, unfortunately, but it is better. And they have more experience that you know, maybe not in a year. I think like a year is an unrealistic expectation to have, but maybe a year and a half. You know, the season 3 will come out in maybe March 2023 or something, and that would be cool, and not December, because another 2-year wait would be freaking brutal. Yeah. Man, I'm getting excited about this. I'm hoping that at the end of that we will have a trailer in social media already. Let me see the YouTubes. We have a trailer, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm having a dilemma as to if I want to listen to them or if I want to watch the trailer for the first time with you and analyze it. You know what? We will watch this panel to the end because there are some interesting things in it. But once it ends, we'll come. First thing that's available to us, we will watch the new trailer.
Una parola che torna spesso, che sta tornando spesso in questa chiacchierata.
I'm excited about.
Volevo chiedere a Kim e a Joey che cosa significa per voi far parte di questa famiglia, far parte di questo universo.
Okay, a question for Joey.
I'm going to wait until he hears it. All good?
Yeah, I'm getting ready.
I feel like the luckiest and most. Well, it's about feeling incredibly lucky to be able to not only to keep working, but working on this show and with these people. When the world fell apart, people lost jobs. This industry, the industry that we're in, shut down. I think we were the only television show shooting in the UK for quite some time. I just felt so fortunate to be able to turn up at work every single day. And yes, we didn't get to hug as much as we usually like to, but just being able to wave. So I was in the room next to Kim for most of the shoot. And we got we became like an old married couple.
And where is my coffee?
I brought you your coffee. So demanding. He's the real diva of the show. But it became so important to everyone that we got to work because other people weren't working in so many different parts of the world. So we didn't take that lightly. And I think that came from you, Lauren, from leading from the top. We, incredibly fortunate.
Come mi sento? Ha detto Joy. Mi sento fortunato. Il termine che utilizzerei è fortunato.
And she'll translate it now. Man, I'm looking at this, like, I'm not looking at the trailer, but I'm just looking at the still images from it. You know, from the YouTube previews and stuff. It looks good. It looks good from what I can tell. Well, we'll see, but yeah, it's not 3 minutes. It's 2 minutes and 36 seconds long. So it's not like it's not that much longer than the first one. It was like it's funny how Netflix does it. The first trailer that they dropped, they called it a teaser, but it was like 2 minutes long. And now this one is an official trailer, the main trailer, and it's only like half a minute longer. So okay, that's a weird nomenclature, I think.
Rispetto a tanti altri nel settore che non sono stati altrettanto fortunati, ma noi sappiamo di esserlo.
Okay.
I have never been away from my wife and my 4 children more than 2 months. I was, for the first time in my life, away from them 8 months. So it was very important for me, and luckily, and I appreciate it, that I have this new family. And when I'm sitting here with you guys, I realize how big it is, how huge it is with that feeling that you have to explain your kids and your wife how important it is that we now support all these members of Netflix and the crew, thousands of people that are allowed to work in a period when it's impossible to work.
Mm.
But for all these people, thousands of people, they got money to pay for everything. So if we as a group of actors in front of the camera was getting COVID or traveling, we had to have a lockdown. That means that it will break down. That love and understanding my kids and wife and me learned from that the nature is so strong and we have to appreciate that somebody is taken care of, that we can work together. That was very strong. So the feeling I have now to see all of you supporting this Witcher life and family, it means a lot to me. So I want to thank you for that, and thank you to the family of The Witcher.
Okay. Thank you, Kim Bodnia. Those were some really nice words. And she will translate now. Yeah, definitely. You know, when you will talk about difficulties concerning the season 2, like the biggest one has to be the COVID and the fact that the production was stopped. I think, you know, because I am a fan that likes to follow these things, I think the production was stopped like 2 times or something. So it was brutal, and I do believe that when it comes to shooting season 3, it should be easier for them. But yeah, still, I can't imagine how difficult it was for the crew, for the actors, for all the people involved in it. You know, I would like for this show to be like the best show in history. But even if it's not,
c'è spazio per qualche domanda.
I'm still a part of this fandom. I'm still a part of
Un attimo solo che accendiamo le luci, così. Oh no, così? Perché non li vedo.
Like I'm still a fan of this show, and I appreciate all that they do. Even if creatively, I think there should be. Like creatively, this show in terms of season 1 could have been a little bit better. Like there was a potential for greatness. But either way.
Hi, hello.
Okay, questions from the audience. Either way, I'm very grateful to all of the people who work on the show.
Volevo chiedere in particolare a Joey, che il suo personaggio ovviamente è uno.
Okay, she also speaks Italian.
Che affezionarsi.
But at least I'm happy that this event is streamed. Like it wasn't that way 2 years ago. From what I remember, all of these panels were behind closed doors. Or yeah, I'm like Lauren. I don't understand the word. I don't know why everyone is laughing.
Hi, thank you for your question. I think Jaskier has evolved. He's a bit more. I keep using the word rock and roll, but thanks to the costume design of which our wonderful Lucinda, who you met earlier, did, it gave a freedom to him. He feels a little bit like more comfortable in his skin, and is on a path to discover who he is. And so that's really interesting to play and to work out, to try and find moments of sadness or complexity He is ultimately a poet, and we wanted to remind ourselves of that as well as we go. So his superpower is empathy, and sometimes that can be hard for anyone who has that superpower to not feel the pain of someone else. And so that's what we're trying to explore with it. As for the song, no idea. But you can assume he's going to keep singing. This is the difficult second album. So.
Okay, I don't know what reference that was, maybe to the trailer that we still have to see, but okay. Also, when it comes to Jaskier, they changed his character a little bit when it comes to the books. Sometimes for the worse, sometimes for the better. Like the change for the worse was the fact that if you read the books, the relationship between Jaskier and Geralt is definitely much more fleshed out, and you feel like they're friends, like they're genuine friends, that won't abandon each other the first chance they get. And in season 1, this relationship was kind of a little bit like I think Freya Allen even compared it to that, like Shrek and Donkey. And to be honest with you, I mean, it's funny to see comedic scenes between them. Like Jaskier was used for comedic relief most of the times. In contrast to Grumpy Geralt, right? It was fine, but you didn't have the feeling that they were true friends. And I hope that in season 2 we will have that feeling, that the relationship will grow. That's what I think about Jaskier. Joey Batey is a great choice to place this character. Once again, YouTube, The Amazing Devil. Elsa's song is my favorite.
I didn't say Kim, but that's not just because he's here. Kim's a madman. And so dedicated to his art, but also as soon as the camera cuts, it's just the first person to joke and laugh. I can hear your laugh like 1,000 miles away, man.
That laugh, totally. You can hear it from the other side of the stage.
La risposta di Joy alla domanda che in italiano è se è stato particolarmente divertente.
Also, it's good that there are relationships on set.
Quelli che sono sul palco, no? La risposta di Joy è stata, io scelgo Kim, e non soltanto perché è qui con me in realtà, ma perché è un pazzo, perché è veramente un artista dotato alla propria arte, ma è anche una persona estremamente divertente, ed entrambi hanno concordato nel dire che la risata di Kim si sente a miglia di distanza.
We haven't actually not mentioned the character Ciri, played by Freya. I tell you,
Freya Allen.
She's so lovely and funny, and to see her developing her character, traveling from the first season when we see her as this young child, to grow into this new season of what she is discovering inside herself. Wow, that's gonna be funny. It's a beautiful traveling.
Funny.
Lui invece sceglie
I think that he was, he meant to say fun or something. Okay, commenting on this a little bit. Ciri in season 1 was also a little bit disappointing. Her arc, comparing her to Yennefer's and to Geralt's, was the worst for me to watch, but still, it was enjoyable in moments. The Broken Forest, once again, this part was like butchered in my opinion. There was a reason for it. We will discuss that after all of it. After after we watched the trailer, but generally speaking, yeah, I do hope that we will see development of her character. We have to. Like, Blood of Elves kind of hangs on it. I don't know what they are.
I did understand the Game of Thrones part of that, so...
Oh, okay.
Listen, we have amazing source materials in these books, and I was quoted in season 1, the press for season 1. I think I was quoted saying we'd do 5 seasons, 7 seasons. I think I said 25 seasons at some point. I love writing what people are watching. That being said, I have no plans on going any further than the books go, because the author, Sapkowski, he knew where he wanted the stories to end. And as a writer, I want to respect that from another writer. I'll keep going. I think what we are doing, obviously, we have the anime film Nightmare of the Wolf. We're shooting our first spin-off right now, Blood Origin. We are trying to find places of the lore that Sapkowski didn't explore as much. Blood Origin covers the conjunction of the spheres, for instance. It's something that I'm so fascinated with because I really want to understand the origin of this world. I want to understand who created this playground that I now get to play in. So we do get to write sort of these alternate universe stories, but that's what helps me know that in the main series, we will only go as far as Lady of the Lake.
Okay. So the question was about if they will venture possibly to the games, because the games, if you didn't know, The Witcher 1 starts when the books end. And to be honest, I'm hoping that, this show is already after season 1 and one animal film. This season is already a huge success for Netflix. I don't know if it will be like that 10 years down the line, or even more than that. But still, I do hope that, it's my personal preference, that after they will end, perhaps season 8 or something, season 7, season 8, with adapting the Lady of the Lake, the last book, where I won't spoil what happens, but there is an end to a story. I didn't particularly like this end. I do hope that when Netflix sees how much demand there is to also explore the games, that they will do it. Also Henry Cavill is a gamer, so I think he will be down for it, right? She definitely isn't right now, but maybe she will change her mind. Lauren Schmidt Hissrich. And if not, then maybe some new showrunner or something. Like, there is a way to continue this story. And
volevo fare una domanda a Lauren. Volevo sapere
okay, another question. There is a way to continue this story in an interesting facet and fashion.
Costringendo tutti noi a fare lo stesso viaggio nella foresta che ha fatto Vesemir.
You'll be able to watch season 2 all in one night if you want to.
Okay. Once again, Netflix will release all the 8 episodes at once.
Sì, volendo potresti riuscire a vederla tutta in una notte, sarà rilasciata tutta insieme.
So, okay, it's nice to binge this, but again...
Allora, grazie Kim, grazie Lauren,
okay,
grazie Joey, grazie alla famiglia di The Witcher, grazie a Netflix.
It was fun to watch this. I'm glad we did it.
Io vi ricordo che la seconda stagione di The Witcher sarà disponibile al 17 dicembre e per salutarci rivediamo ancora una volta il trailer.
Okay, once again, I think they will see a trailer. Yeah, the same thing. Right, I think that's it. We will wait here and see if the stream will end right now. For English speakers, second season. Yeah, the question was if second season will be released in one go or episode by episode, and it will be released in one go. like everything on Netflix. And I think, what I was saying earlier, it is a Netflix model, and it's nice to binge watch this, but also I do believe that if they were to release it weekly, for example, then it would create much more buzz. It would be somewhat reminiscent of Game of Thrones, like when there was a Game of Thrones season, and there were 10 episodes. I think that's it. I think it's the end. Yeah, it's the end. Right. So when there were 10 episodes of Game of Thrones, that whole world was talking about this show for 10 weeks. So that's a little bit underwhelming. That all the people that want to watch it will watch it in one go, or in a couple of days maybe, and that's it, and they will move to something else. So I think there's some missed opportunities here. But oh well, that's the Netflix model. They did that, always. Okay, I'm glad we watched that. I'm very glad we watched that. And I think we'll end the panel discussion here. But what we have to do now is watch The Witcher Season 2 trailer. Once again, I went into this whole thing as quickly as I could because I wasn't prepared that something like this would happen. So let me introduce myself properly this time.